Hey guys, it's Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. I know it's been a while since I've done a mixed media video, but here I am. It's actually a mixed media tutorial. And what I want to first show you guys before I get to the tutorial, Dee Dee Willingham, this was like last year, I learned how to do this mixed media with paint for your background, and then I like to add my girls on top of it. And you guys have seen that in the past. But then she likes to also take books, like really cool books, like this Abandoned Place book. And she calls it a reverse collaging. And I absolutely am obsessed with it. So, of course, I bought one of these Abandoned Places books. And this is the exact book she used. You can get these on Amazon if after you see this video like this. Also, you can check at Barnes & Noble's, because I ended up ordering one on Amazon. And then I went to Barnes & Noble and I saw another one. I was like, oh my god, I have to get another one. And they're really cheap now. These are probably normally $30 books, but I got them for, I got one of them for $12 and one for $10. So they're a reasonable price, especially if you get it at Barnes & Noble's, because you don't have to pay shipping. So this is the book, Abandoned Places, and it's a bunch of abandoned places. And this photographer took these really cool pictures of these abandoned places. And this is where you do the reverse collage in these type of books. And it doesn't have to be abandoned places. You can choose any book that you like. It could be a book of roses, or it could be a book of whatever stuff you like. I just really love stuff like this. So I'm going to go through this book and show you what it looks like. But since I have two of them, I'm going to show you the one I've been collaging in. So these two books are the same. This one here and this one, okay? So this is the collage that I'm going to show you how I did it. I'm going to do the tutorial on. Let's make sure that you guys are seeing this good. Yeah. So this is what one I'm going to do the tutorial on. I think it came out so beautiful. Let me show you in this book. Let me show you really quick in this book what it looked like originally. And then you can see how it ended up. Where is it? Just a second, guys. Sorry. 164, 165. Okay. It's more in the back. Jeez. Should have had this done already. Sorry about that. Okay, so here's the one I used. So this is what it looked like before. Look how cool it is. I love it. So that's what it looked like before. I absolutely am obsessed. This pool that has green algae all in it, and the paint and the cement has aged. The walls have aged. These stairs have all aged and are kind of, I just love all of it. The texture and the colors are just yummy. Okay, so we'll go through this book so you guys can kind of see it. But this is how, when you do the reverse collage. So you have your background already. And then you can throw in some collage pieces. Like I threw in this butterfly. This butterfly was off a calendar that I got from Dollar Tree. The butterfly went from here to here. And then I turned it into like a whole like little place that has like a bunch of planets with stars and everything. And I painted it out black in the background here. Like these were, I think there were words here, and I painted that out black and stuff. These are the stairs here, and I dripped water off of all of them and made little puddles of water. This is some more water that's over this really cool, age-looking, probably cement or cool decking. This is a watch that I put here on the outside, something cool with laser beams coming off of it. Another cool watch here up in like the sky. It's like this whole thing is taking place in space. I think it turned out really, really cool. So that's what, this is what, and I'm going to show you guys the whole book, but this is the picture I'm going to show you how to make, or at least how I did it, to give you some ideas if you want to do something like this. Let me show you another one that I did. Here's another one I did. I think this one turned out really cool. I decoupaged in the, and when I decoupage, you guys, I do it with matte medium. Yes, matte medium. You can use Liquitex or you can use the other brand. This brand I think is at Michael's. You can use the other brand. I like either one. Some people have specifically they like a certain brand, but either one, as long as it's matte medium. Because when it's matte medium, when you glue them on, when you collage the pieces on, you can put the matte medium over the pieces. Well, then you can paint over it. And you can wipe it off if you need to, which is really cool. So you don't ever have to be super committed to anything right away. And it makes it a paintable surface. So if you're using magazine pieces, especially, or calendars, they have a shine on them. Well, it cuts the shine off of them, so now they become a paintable surface. So anyway, I put a clock up here. This is like some piece of a wall, a brick wall here I put there. I put another clock here. This was a watering can I put right here. This was a piece of cloth that I put hanging from the ceiling. And then I started doing all this really cool stuff, you know, with paint. And that's some of the techniques I'm going to show you how I did that. Let me see if I did one more. I might have done one more. Here's another one. Did one more in here. I need to do more of these. I love doing them. I put this clock in. I put the flowers in. I put the flowers here, the flowers here, the flowers here. This truck, this clock piece, and more flowers. And then I start doing all the painting techniques. And I threw a waterfall that looks like it came from like outside of the picture right over this clock, which I think came out really cool. Put a light beam. I put water down in through here. There's like stars or snow flowing everywhere, and lightning and water, and so I think it turned out pretty cool. So those are the 3 I've done so far. So let me just quickly show you this book, some of the cool pictures in this abandoned places. Okay, and then let me make sure, I'm gonna look at my camera and make sure that I love this piece right here. I could live here. I could live just like this. Like, I wouldn't want to paint it or nothing. I'd want it all aged out like it is, with the moss growing all over it. And inside, I would love to either have the walls look kind of like rock or cavey, or with look like log cabin inside. I think I just want to live in a cave. I love this. Make sure you guys are seeing it well. Yeah. See if I come in any closer, what will happen. Yeah, let's not do that. Make sure you guys are seeing it. Yeah, okay. Love this one. Love. I think this is really cool. And we see like all the white in here. You can take black paint and just black paint all this out. Okay? So that it, that's a lot of the technique I like to use. And black all this out here, so you don't have this white border. And or you can take collage pieces and put those pieces right into here, or put a big brick wall right there. But this is fabulous. This is one I'd love to do soon. These are all really cool. I love that right there. This is neat. And can you believe these places are abandoned like this? This is so cool. Look how steampunky this is. Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? I want to do this one soon. I might do this one on camera soon, because I would take this one and just do water dripping from everywhere. Do black in through here, so it can be like kind of like this is in space. Make sure I do some black in through here, so this whole thing is in space. And then do a lot of like stars and planets and all that. Maybe do some planets and stuff inside of here, and tons of water and waterfalls everywhere. This could be gorgeous. This I'm going to have to do soon. Really cool. Love these. And these could be cool little miniature ones. And or just, you know, add the black paint in and add pieces in, and then bring it all together so they're not separate pieces. This is neat. This was, in 1921, a coal-fired power station. The largest one in Belgium. Huh. I think this is really cool. Isn't that cool? That'd be a fun page, because you could add a lot to this page with different collage elements. And when I mean like collage, well, yours are going to see anyway when you guys see me, because I'm going to But different collage elements. You know, you could be collecting collage elements all the time out of magazines, calendars. Like, see this right here? You could put this in. You could put, I'm just throwing some collage pieces down. You could throw this in the sky. I mean, just different stuff. So, get some magazines, get some National Geographics, get some fashion magazines, have a lot of cool stuff in them. Whatever magazines, just always be looking and start collecting. If you want to do this kind of work, start collecting your collage bits from your magazines. This is really cool because you could add a lot of collage bits in here. I love all the rust. I love rust. This is beautiful. This could be really pretty because you could put fog going all the way across here. How cool would that look? Beautiful. I think I teach the fog technique in this video that's coming up, or in this video when I start the tutorial. I love this, fabulous, and I love these like log cabin houses in the back, and that rusty car right there. I love that car, period. This is really cool down here. Love that. Love this. This is cool. Definitely want to do this piece. Oh my God, you guys, I was just reading what this was. This was a penitentiary. What the hell was this? It says, it was built in 1829. The Eastern State Penitentiary was the largest, most expensive public structure ever erected. With radio floor plans and a cell for each inmate, it considered one of the world's true penitentiaries, a place where prisoners would reflect in solitary on their crimes, and it was hoped come to show penance. Its design quickly became a model for more than 300 prisons worldwide in 1971. Well, that's something to be proud of. Oh, I just hate the whole thing. I mean, I know people need to be paid for their crimes, but the whole thing is just horrible. I would never want to run a penitentiary. I would never want to own one. The whole thing is horrible. This is another really cool looking thing, but again, another sad story. This was, I remember reading about this. This was a reformatory for young offenders in 1929 and closed in 1979. Very sad, but it looks really cool. But this is sad. It makes me really sad to look at it. This is everything. Look how cool this is. I definitely want to do this page. So cool. So cool. Love it. Here's another one that I love. Isn't this beautiful? This was a hospital. What a gorgeous hospital. There's operating rooms. It was a hospital. What country? Somewhere in Germany, I guess. Just 1 second. It was a few different things. It was at one time a prison, and then it became a hospital. Interesting. There's some weird energy going on there. But this is cool. I definitely want to do this one. I love it. This is another one I love. Look how cool this looks. I don't know what the hell this was, but look at the cool colors, and I just love it. This is another neat one. Look at all this, I don't know what you call this, cotton. Maybe it's cotton on the ground. It does look like cotton. And all the peeled paint. I love it. Cool color combination. I do a lot of knitting, and that'd be a cool color combination for knitting too. Love it. This is also awesome. I love peeled paint. Look at all this. And I love copper and rust. I just think it's so cool. Love this. This is another cool one. Oh, love it. That one's okay. Love this, of course. Look at the stairs. And you could totally have like water dripping off of all these stairs to the ground, and then have water all the way down into here. You could have fog in between the stairs here. It'd be so cool. Black this out right here. Make this like into a little cave. Black this all out right here. Or put in some real cool collage pieces. Love that. This is pretty cool. This is neat. So as you can see, I'm just going to rustle through until I see something cool. Love this. Look at that. Love it. Peeled paint, rust, beat up old boards. Love it. This is cool. So I'm just giving you guys a quick view so you can see what this book is about and how to do this type of artwork, which I just think is really cool. It can give you some really cool ideas. It can give you cool ideas for other projects, cool color combinations. All kinds of stuff can be discovered out of doing this kind of work. Love that too. He says this is ghost cities and towns. This would be cool to do. Fabulous. This is so cool. Can't wait to do that. That's cool. I love it. Why is that all red? Let me just see real quick. Oh. I guess there was a lot of dumping done. There was a lot of construction, I guess, and they dumped a bunch of, it says somewhere to dump wastewater from the new copper mine. And that's what happened to the water. Is that horrendous or what, you guys? Those poor sea life or animal life that lived in this water. And the animals that came down from the, you know, looks like a forest here to drink the water. And it was ruined. Absolutely horrendous. Shameful. Very, very shameful. Don't these people feel ashamed of themselves when they do things like this? It's absolutely horrendous. Same thing happened here. I don't like this water being red. This part is very, very cool. I would probably do something with all this water, turn this into something positive, and then add this into the collage. This is all really cool. This is a really cool picture down here. That'd be cool to put in a junk journal. This would be really cool. Half this place is underground. Huh. Interesting. This is really neat. Really cool. Love that page. This is pretty cool. Love the car right there. This is pretty cool. All right here. Very, very cool. You can do some cool stuff with that and add a lot of cool stuff in here. These are military and scientific buildings. This is pretty cool. This could be done some cool stuff with this. This is really cool. The whole wall of just coolness. This whole thing could be really cool. The ones I pass over quickly, I'm not seeing much interest in them, so this is awesome. Love this. It says Ernest Shackleton's hut. When members of Shackleton Nimrod expedition left the Cape Royds hut, they penned a letter in a conspicuous place stating for any future visitors that there were sufficient provisions, equipment to last 15 men for a year. Raymond Priestley, who was the Shackleton, would return during Robert Scott of the Antarctic's 1910 to 1913 expedition to find the hut exactly as he left it 2 years earlier. I love this little hut. How cool it looks. I love all the wood and the old-fashioned wood-burning stove, and I love it. I love it all. This is cool. Love this. This is cool. It'd be cool to black all this out here. All this blue space. Or maybe paint this sky out really pretty. Make a real pretty sky all around it too. And add pieces in. Add different types of collage pieces in. This is pretty cool. This is neat. Love this. Love. Recreational and retail buildings. Okay, so let me just see if I can't find a couple more pieces. I don't want to spend too much more time. This is really cool. It's an old broken down merry-go-round. This is cool. Love it. Love it. And then this is the piece that I'm going to show you guys how I did it. Nothing is the perfect way. I'm just going to show you the ideas that I've learned. Some ideas I made it myself. Some I learned from Dee Dee Willingham, watching her YouTube channel. You guys need to check her out. This is so cool. I can't wait to do that one. Oh, did I do that one? I did that one. I showed you guys it. I want to do this one. I love it. These are cool too. This is cool. This is cool. This reminds me of like Star Wars. I love that. This is all transport stuff. This is cool here. This is cool. I love all these old buildings. Very, very cool. Okay, you guys, so I only have a few more pages in this book, but this is the coolness of this book called The Abandoned Places. If you're interested in learning how I did this page right here, I just showed you guys. Where is it? I have all kinds of things saved in here because I want to do all kinds of pages. Where is it? Yeah. If you guys are interested in doing this page here, just stay tuned, and the tutorial will be coming up here shortly. Okay? All right. So just stay tuned here, and I'm going to switch the camera angle over and get set up so I can show you guys how I did this. Okay, guys. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this one here. As you guys can see, I've already, just a real quick recap, I've already glued on pieces onto the original page. So, I glued on this big butterfly. I glued in this little piece of maybe a piece of jewelry, I think. This was a watch, and then this was another watch in the background here. So this is how we're going to start this altered book page. Okay, I'm going to start out with some black so I can black out this area in through here and give it a little bit of framing. I'm trying to see if I'm going to black out in through here too, and then kind of here, and then all the way around. I might only black out. We'll see. Let's just start. It's better with these type of things to kind of go with the flow and not try to control everything so much. Which isn't the easiest thing for me because I like to control. Ooh, I sure hope I put... Okay, I can find out right now. Okay, I glued everything down. If I didn't say it before in this video, I glued everything down, which is really important, with matte medium. Okay? Then you want to cover your entire page with matte medium. And the reason that you want to do that is because then the acrylic paint flows over it very nicely. And also if you make a mistake and you don't like something, you can simply wipe it off. Even after it dries, you can wipe it. You can scrub it right off. So let's just see something. Okay, because it's not wiping off that well right here, I can tell I didn't matte medium this whole page. So, let's do that. I hate to waste the time matte medium, but then at least you guys can see me doing this part. So, actually, okay guys, I went ahead and turned off the camera and went ahead and coated everything with the matte medium. My camera's a little bit low on time, so I didn't want to waste time watching, you guys watching me paint on that and watching glue dry. So anyway, so now I went ahead and everything has that golden matte medium. I told you guys why. So now we're going to start over here and start using some black paint and blocking some things out that I think need to be blocked out. It'll give the picture some structure and direction. And also we can do some shooting stars and mist and all those fun things. So, and yes, I'm just using my finger. I think finger painting can be, your fingers can be some of the best brushes that there are. Okay, now I just see something that I did that I don't want, and I'm going to, well, just a second. I'm going to keep going. I'll go back to it in a second because I have the matte medium on there. I don't have to worry if I cover something. Especially, you know, black paint is scary because you're like, oh my God, once you use black paint, you can't go back. You know, once you gone black, you can't go. I'm just kidding. Anyway, that saying just came over me. All right, don't even get offended. That was funny. Anyway, I'm black, okay? So I guess I can say that. Anyway, that was hilarious. Anyway, okay, I'm going to bring this all the way around here. But what I'm saying is, a lot of times you feel like if you get some black on something, that's the end of it because it's, you know, it's staining. But, not when you have the matte medium on there. When you have that, you're all good to go because you can wipe it right off. Yeah, I like this. A little bit of black in through here too. Okay, so I think I got that way. I don't want to do it to the bottom here because I like this at the bottom, and I'm going to add water in through here, and I want it to look like it's falling off the page. Or I think I'm going to add water there. Who knows? Where I want it to back up a little bit is right in through here. Because I like this whole area here a lot, the way it looks. So let's back that up there. And this is why we use the matte medium, because we can erase back what we don't want covered up. So you don't have to be so careful and so precise, and so that's always nice. Okay. And then over here, some of the same thing. I want to clean this up a little bit. And actually over here, I don't want it to be such a line. I kind of want to mist it out a little bit. So I'm just going to take it, my wet baby wipe, instead of wiping away, just kind of rub a little bit on the edges. So it turns into black mist, so it's not such a harsh line. Okay. Same thing up here. Let's just do that up here too. We just need to make this not a harsh line, but a black mist. So it blends. There we go. Doesn't that look so much better, you guys? I love that. Let's black mist over here too. Around this butterfly. Isn't this butterfly gorgeous, you guys? Oh, I've been hoarding that forever. It was a Dollar Tree calendar, and I love it. I probably bought myself 4 or 5 of those calendars. Okay, the butterflies in this calendar were gorgeous, and I'm so mad because this year I missed the calendars. I was so busy with my eBay that I didn't go into the Dollar Tree very much, and I went in to get my calendars, you know, for my collaging and stuff, and they're like, they're all gone. I'm like, what? Because last year they had calendars well into February, the 2016 calendars. So I don't know, maybe it was just that Dollar Tree. So I'll visit a couple of others, and hopefully they still got a few of the calendars. Yeah, I'm just going back over some areas that I want to look a little more black. Not into the misty part, just the part that I want to look dark. What the heck is this right here? This little white spot. It won't cover. Cover! There we go. Okay. And make sure you have plenty, if you do this, make sure you have plenty of baby wipes out. For one, you use baby wipes as techniques, and you also use them to clean your damn hands. So, like, I keep my baby wipes in one of these containers. You get them at Dollar Tree. I get my baby wipes at Dollar Tree, too. So, this is a nice way to keep them. And then that way, they don't dry out. I love these containers. You get 3 for $1. They're Betty Crocker's. Just a little side note. Okay. And I'm using this one for a second. I got to wipe my hands off and start making some decisions on what I am doing. All right. I want to start in, I think, first. Right here, I think I want to add like water, like puddles of water. Not like an ocean, but puddles of water. So when the water is dripping off of here, it has somewhere where it's going to go. Because I'm going to be, of course, using all these ledges for water. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to do. Let me get a plate. Here we go. I use these little plastic tops. You can use whatever to hold my paint. Okay. Let me go somewhere where I don't have glue. In fact, you know what? I need to wipe that off. Another thing to have at your station, paper towels. Which you guys probably already know. Okay. So, with my finger again, I'm going to start just putting in some white puddles here. So I can still leave a lot of this coolness right here. And I'm going to try to come in just a little bit more. See if you guys can see my fingers here. Yeah, I just want you guys to be able to see really well. Alright, so we're going to use my finger, and we're just going to go in. I got to put this somewhere. Go over there. Okay, so maybe we'll start here. And if anything doesn't turn out the way I want it to, then I got the matte medium, remember, on here. So then I can easily, I'm liking that. I need to put something in through here. Not make it too even. Cool. Okay, I'm liking that, sort of. Okay. It's almost looking more like mist than it is looking like water. So, you know what? Let's get rid of it. Anyway, I'm glad I made the mistake just to show you guys how you can just wipe it off. If you don't like what you're doing, wipe it the hell off. Oh, I know, yes, I have a better idea what I'm going to do. Let me just dry this. We're going to try this again. Okay. That's what makes me so comfortable doing these techniques, is because if I don't like it, I can just wipe it off. I mean, that just takes away a lot of fear. Like, you're not going to totally mess it up. Which we shouldn't have a fear of messing up anyway. Alright, I'm going to use this brush. Okay? This brush I really like. It gives me more control to make these puddles. I also like this to make clouds. So, let's go in here and let's start going with it. Yep, that's what I needed. That's exactly what I needed. I needed this roughness. There we go. That's what I needed. I didn't know if it was going to work out better with fingers, or I don't know. I just didn't know. I didn't know. Okay. Yeah, that's it right there. Love it. And we probably need to have a little bit of something at the bottom. Okay. Alright, and let's wipe this white that got off my butterfly over here. We don't need that on there. Okay, let me see what you guys are seeing now. Yep. See how cool that looks? Okay, and that was done with this brush right here. And it's kind of old and a scruffy type of brush, so that's what I got. I don't know the brand. It's not an expensive brush. You shouldn't even use expensive brushes for your acrylics. When you see good deals on brushes, as long as they have enough stiffness to them. Some are too cheap, but as long as they have a good, amount of stiffness, not too stiff, but, a decent brush feeling, pick them up when you get them dirt cheap. Because you only use cheap ones for your acrylics, because acrylic paint ruins your brushes. The only time you want to buy a little bit more expensive brushes is water brushes. And I love these Master Touch. for my water brushes. And look how beautiful those still maintain, because all I ever use is water on them. I mean, watercolors. Okay, now, let me not go off on another tangent here. I think I'm going to use this liner brush for this water here. I think. We'll see. I'm trying to think what brush I always use for this. I think this is the one. We'll see. Let's go. Let's go for it, girls. And guys. Sorry. I'm sure there's guys watching too. Okay. So, right here on this, we want to make it look like there's, we'll start here. Like there's water. So I like to come in and be not real perfect. Like I don't want a perfectly straight line. Is water perfectly straight? No. So we can start, and I always like to start with like a little V right there, and then start bringing down water. And do you have to be perfect about it? No. And the more you're not perfect about it, the better. Okay, so we're going to bring that one right down. I'm also going to bring this in over here. Okay, I made it a little messier because I kind of was like too perfect with that one. Let's have a big water here. I do find it cumbersome sometimes to work in a book, because you're confined to, like, I can't always be moving this book around, especially if I'm on camera. I got to keep the damn thing still so you guys can see. But when you're working in a when you're working with, you know, a single piece of water paper or mixed media paper, you can be moving your paper all around, which I'm kind of used to. So anyway, it's a little challenge to be confined by a book. But I love this book. Oh my God, you guys, it has so much beautiful stuff. That's the thing I'm going to start doing is this, you know, as I showed you guys at the beginning of this book, this book is all a bunch of abandoned places that this guy has photographed. And there's abandoned places where everyone lives. And here in Las Vegas, I have seen so many cool abandoned places, and I never thought to take pictures of them. And I'm going to start doing that, you guys. And I would love to start making my own little book up of abandoned places in Las Vegas. Wouldn't that be so cool? And then do art journaling with them like this and alter the pages. I think that would be cool. So I am going to start doing that. And not necessarily have to go out and look for abandoned places. Just as me and my husband, we go do different things. You know, we go out and go shopping, go out to eat. When I see an abandoned place, which there's a ton of abandoned places around here, because when the economic, I call it the depression hit, it hit here hard. So we have a lot of places. And then we just have places that are just old. So that would be cool. And I have such a love and respect for old things. I'd rather buy an antique or something old than something new any day. I love old stuff. And I think many of us who do art love old things. And I have such a respect for old things. So when I was looking through this book, like I said earlier, I think it's kind of sad looking at this book. I mean, it was so invigorating because I love this type of stuff. I was like, oh, I'm obsessed with like books like this. I think things that are aged are just so cool. But then when you listen, I was reading the history of how it became that age. It's just sad. It's sad how we don't have very much respect for what comes before. We just kind of we're such a throwaway society. We just throw it away. Okay, on to the next thing. It's just amazing. Or when I read some of the stories about, like there was one where it was in New York City, it was a subway. And an entire subway they just didn't use it anymore. Things changed and people weren't taking the subway to that area anymore. Things were going towards a different area in New York. So they built a new subway, and that subway just still sits there. And it's just sitting there. I mean, there used to be life at that subway. I mean, people used to take that every day. That was a part of their life. And now that subway just sits there. That's just sad. So underneath the ground, because, you know, that's where the subways are, there's a subway station that just is rotting there. But at the same time, it's weird because old things like that are so beautiful, too. Like look at this. This was a, I should talk about this. This was a pool. And the water turned green, so this is kind of algae, but look how gorgeous that algae is. I mean, I love that turquoise. This right here is all like aged, you know, and stuff, and mossy, but look how beautiful that is. But at the same time, somebody stopped taking care of this pool. So it's kind of sad. It's weird because to me, it's kind of sad, but it's invigorating at the same time because I'm crazy. Because I love old dilapidated things, but then, like I said, once you hear the story, it's like, oh, that's sad. Because it's like somebody stopped taking care of it and stopped taking care of like this pool or that train station or subway. People just stopped, you know, caring and stop taking care of it. And it's amazing what happens to things when we stop taking care of it. Okay, so you guys can see what I'm doing here. And I'm just making the water just fall off of this. So I'm turning these like stairs into just into like a big waterfall. And I'm doing it right over the butterfly. So that brings this butterfly right into the picture. Okay, let me see where my... Okay, and then what we're going to do next, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this waterfalling off camera. And when we come back, because my battery's low, when we come back, I'll show you how I'm going to turn this all into like more of the perimeter into kind of like space, like stars and shooting stars and planets and all of that. But I'm going to do more of the same right here. So the same technique so you won't miss anything. And we'll be back in a little bit.